Good evening, I'm Paul Adler. More than half of Missouri public and charter schools showed significant improvement in areas like literacy over the past year. This news comes from the release of the State Education Department's annual performance report. Our Missouri Capitol reporter Hannah Falcon breaks down the way these scores could impact the school district's state funding. Hannah.
Well, Paul, the numbers are good. Over 90% of Missouri's public and charter schools are at or exceeding expectations. And this could be good news for funding because the governor hasn't been happy with public school performance and has suggested cutting funding if that performance doesn't improve. Just like a student gets graded, Missouri's public schools are graded. The rubric looks at standardized test scores, student career readiness, and attendance.
Whenever we talk about are our kids doing okay, we always want to know, can our kids read? Can they do math?
DESE Commissioner Carla Eslinger celebrates the improved performance scores of Missouri public schools, and it could mean good news for school funding if the governor's plan to base it on performance moves forward. At the beginning of the year, Governor Mike Kehoe ordered a group to rewrite the formula used to determine Missouri's public school funds.
There was one aspect of the executive order that actually said to consider performance funding. And I know that the work group, there's actually a work group that is a subgroup of the entire task force that is focusing on just that.
Educator turned lawmaker Kathy Steinhoff is worried about the future of Missouri public schools.
I'm very concerned about the task force and what they're working on as potential changes to funding in the future, especially since the governor's directive was to flatten out the funding.
Although schools were fully funded this year, public schools now have to compete with charter and private schools for money.
I would much rather us see focus on making all of our Missouri public schools the best places for kids to learn and funding them appropriately.
Right now, we don't know what those performance-based metrics for funding might look like, but that committee is supposed to give a full report by December of 2026. Reporting live in Jefferson City, I'm Hannah Falcon, KY3 News.
All right, thank you, Hannah.